You got to look good, you play good, pay good, pay good, live good. You know, eat good, die good.
It's prime time. Kiss number 5, baby! Deion scores a touchdown!
Game changer.
It's prime time.
Electrifying.
Charismatic.
It's prime time.
He was prime time. He's Neon Deion, the guy who needs 2 nicknames.
He loved the attention. He loved the spotlight.
Sanders up the right side, into the middle of the field. He's high stepping. He's to the 10. He throws into the end zone. He walks the walk and scores a touchdown.
Prime time is showtime.
Prime Time, the perfect stage name for the man who was always ready to perform.
50, 40, it's gone.
He was Deion Sanders' carefully crafted alter ego, and the reason a player manning one of the league's least glorified positions became the NFL's most prominent star.
I always call Deion the best marketing businessman I've ever known. Primetime came about as a result of Deion recognizing that some attention needed to come to the cornerback position. When you start talking about some of the more brilliant marketing moves that have been made in the course of the history of the game, what Deion was able to do fits into that category of just pure genius.
I don't think nobody in the league had the kind of swagger that Deion Sanders had. The swagger that Deion had, he didn't have to manufacture it. He was born with it. This was unheard of on the defense. Bravado attitude was good. Choke at me.
Prime Time was a once-in-a-generation showman with a trend-setting fashion sense and unforgettable dance moves.
His main celebration move, I gave it to him from the Good to Go video. Deion, you know, he took that and made that his signature move, which, now it's his move. He can have that one.
He came here and he started dancing, and he paid me compliments, but I said, man, you took it to a whole new level.
Well, Billy White Shoes Johnson had a dance that it was awesome, but it was in the end zone when nobody was allowed to hit him. Deion was doing the high-step shuffle in the middle of the play. I don't know what the analogy would be. Michael Jordan breakdancing before a dunk. I mean, it's unfathomable.
When I played football, we wanted to look good and play good. And I think Deion definitely brought that playground swagger to the pros.
It was the gold chains and Jerry curls.
The old curl from the hood, that was, you know, a rock star look. You got to have your activation, your juice. The curl got to swing.
If you man enough to rock a Jerry curl, you know what I'm saying, you my kind of man. Deion, like myself, rocked the curl. We still was the tip-top and best at our profession with the curl.
Deion Sanders, you know, he personified the 90s. Entertainment, swagger, super talented, and getting his money. Prime time.
As successful a marketing tool as Prime Time had become, its flash did not appeal to every demographic.
I believe he rubbed people the wrong way because he didn't do it the old school way. Anytime somebody is that cocky, you're going to have lots of people who are excited when he fails.
The primetime thing was basically a cartoon character. And it was a cartoon character that was invented by Deion. Deion purposely did that because he wanted to sell himself. Now, that's good, but it's bad in the sense that when you're in a community like Atlanta, where you've got a lot of black youngsters who are looking up to you and trying to find positive role models, that doesn't sell very well. It's not a bad example for the kids. Anybody in America that says something is wrong with making a lot of money is crazy.
I always quote Yogi Berra. Half the people love him, half of the people hate him, and the other half didn't even know.
Hated or loved, when Sundays came, Primetime came to play. He was brash, he was loud, he was volatile, but what he did between the whistles was what he did best.
He backed it up. You got a guy out there dancing and all the antics and going out there failing and getting beat. That's a different story. He was prime time with substance. A lot of cats want to be prime time, but it's just flash and lights, no substance. Deion is prime time when he counts with substance.
Primetime was a full-time profession. For Sanders, there was no off-season, and for the better part of 9 years, he gracefully juggled careers in the NFL and Major League Baseball.
He was a gamer. He was a guy you could call a 5-tool player.
He could run, as everybody knows. He could throw the baseball. He could swing the bat for power.